O G G G. Chris O G G G.
What's up, M&M squad?
What's up?
So today we're just gonna be eating and basically telling you our love stories. Since this is Valentine's Day.
Yeah, it's the Valentine's Day special, so we're doing a mukbang with KFC. We ain't got that much KFC food, you know.
Yeah, he doesn't really like KFC, and I've been wanting it for forever now. And we never get it because he doesn't really like it.
Don't badmouth me in the comment. I'm black, y'all know.
He doesn't like KFC though. Makes no sense.
I like chicken. I don't know. I've ate KFC my whole life, and
We're just sick of it.
yeah, I'm sick
I
of it.
understand. Okay. Well,
But I'm gonna try this stuff out because they got the fancy, you know, the little famous chicken bowl and this chicken sandwich. I forget what it was called, but yeah, I got that. And then my mac and cheese. We got mac and cheese.
and then I got mac and cheese, mashed potatoes, a KFC bowl, and the chicken littles. If you haven't tried the chicken littles, I would try them. They're bomb.
Take her word for it. Down.
Okay. Well.
But yeah, so. But while we're doing this and while we're about to start eating this food, make sure you know, subscribe. Hit
And
that subscribe
like.
button and like.
And comment down below if you have any video ideas for us to do.
Yeah.
We're always looking for more ideas.
Also, tell us what your favorite food is, what you like to mukbang, or what you would like to see us mukbang. Because we'll do more of these. You know, we both like food, so. Her more than me. But yeah, we just had a successful Valentine's Day before this. Like, today's Valentine's Day, but we celebrated our Valentine's Day yesterday.
Yeah, because we don't really like to go out to the restaurants with them being packed and everything, and us having a newborn, and it just doesn't work out. So we ended up doing a couples night with our sister and
Yeah, my sister.
everything. So
It's a nice family.
Nice, yeah.
Nice family, little couples experience. It was great.
Yeah, we got a babysitter, so that's always great. But yeah, we had a successful Valentine's Day with each other. I bought him a couple sweatsuits and a couple earrings, and he got me some strawberries and roses and some wine. You know, just the Valentine's Day stuff.
And
Nice little Valentine's Day.
yeah.
But okay, so do you want to start telling the story or?
I feel like you should start.
Okay. So basically, like we said earlier, we're just going to be telling you the story, our love story, basically. So we met in, I want to say it was early 2019. I want to say we met in like February or March of 2019. So we really have not been together for that long, but it's about to be for about 2 years. But, so we met March-ish 2019. And I was in school at the time. I was in college still, so I was like on college campus, and I really wasn't looking for a relationship. So for some reason, like I was just on Tinder to be bored, to be honest. Cause Tinder, it was an easy way to make friends up at college. Like, believe it or not, a lot of college people are on Tinder, so it was just an easy way to make friends. And being new and not really talking to anybody in high school, and then going to a college campus, you don't have a lot of friends. But so we both were on Tinder. I don't know what his reason for being on Tinder was for.
Alright,
that
so,
was my reason.
Before we continue with your part, my part of being on Tinder was, I don't know. I didn't know Tinder was the hookup spot. I didn't know that was the hookup, you know, dating app thing. I thought it was, you know, people looking for love on here. And that's what I was doing. I was looking for love. I was trying, okay, let me try out these dating apps. I heard Tinder was cool, so I'm, you know, try Tinder and see if I can find the one. Because I ain't having success on Facebook or anything like that, and not in person either. So I'll just try my luck on Tinder. But a lot of people were looking for hookups. Nothing wrong with that. But I wasn't looking for that, you know. I was looking for the one, literally, my true love.
You found her, right?
Yeah, I found her.
Oh, okay. But anyways, so we met on Tinder, and like I said, I wasn't looking for a relationship. So we had matched on Tinder, and he had messaged me. He sent me a message. We talked a couple times on Tinder. I believe I gave him my number, but every time he would text me, like, I wouldn't text him back. Like, and it was like this for months. I think it was like this until July is when I texted you back. So it was from March to July where I didn't really text him back at all.
Like, literally. I hit her up on Snapchat because she gave me her Snapchat too. I hit her up on Snapchat to see, okay, maybe she just ain't on Tinder. I don't like that no more. So, I thought this girl was cute. Like, probably the prettiest girl I've seen on Tinder. So I wanted to talk to her. I was trying to, get to know her. She wasn't having it. She would like ignore me and everything like that. And I even told her, like, I'm trying to get to know you. She wasn't having it. So I'm like, okay, that's my cue to skedaddle, Yeah.
Well, I had just gotten out of a bad relationship about a year before he had messaged me on Tinder. And to be honest, I wasn't really looking for a relationship. I wasn't looking for anything but to continue in school and focus in school, and that's how that went. So I didn't really need to message any guys back. And if you know me personally, you know that I was very hard to talk to back in 2019 because I was focused on myself, and there's nothing wrong with that. But like I said, from March to July, I just kept ignoring him. So finally, I had a good friend of mine pass away. And after he had passed, it was, I don't know, it was kind of like a wake-up call to me, seeing how his girlfriend at the time, like how much she loved him, even like through his passing and everything. So I was like, you know what, maybe I shouldn't be so closed off. Maybe I should open myself up to the opportunity of love. So fast forward a couple weeks, me and him actually found out that we were friends on Facebook. And we had no idea that we were friends on Facebook, like not at all. Like, he must have added me years before and we just didn't know.
I don't remember when I added her, but I realized that I had her as a friend on Facebook because one of my friends that I'm cool with had her as a friend, and I guess he liked one of, or I don't know, I think she liked one of his things, and I'm like, oh. I'm like, that's the girl I was looking for. So I clicked on her profile, and I'm like, wait, I had her as a friend this whole time? Like,
the whole time.
Dang. I'm like, I didn't even know. Didn't see her stuff because I have over 4,000 something friends on Facebook, so her stuff barely showed up. So I didn't even know at all if she was there or not.
But then we had started talking. He would be my phone buddy. So I had a job in 2019 that required me to walk and catch the bus. Mm-hmm. And a lot of times I wouldn't get off of work until midnight because it was a restaurant, California Kitchen, and the restaurant closed at 11, but I had to clean up and stuff. So I wouldn't get off till midnight, so I'd have to go catch the bus at midnight. And I didn't feel comfortable walking down that hill by myself. So him being the gentleman that he is, he would FaceTime me and make sure I got on the bus safely and make sure I got home safely. So then after that just continued to happen more and more. And eventually we ended up deciding to meet. I believe our first date was supposed to be the movies. But then I had a family emergency come up and I couldn't go to the movies.
There was also times where she just
didn't show up. Yeah, so I didn't play you.
She played me.
No, that's not what had happened.
I
did not play him.
There was excuse after excuse after excuse.
But they were valid excuses. It's not like they were just excuses just because I didn't want to see you. But
and then hold up, I remember that there was a time where I was about to go to the movies with my cousin Quasia, my aunt Quasia, and her at the time boyfriend Traven. And they wanted me to go with them, but I was like, all right, I'm not trying to go and be a third wheel. I need a date. So I knew she wasn't going to. I knew she wasn't going to go because she told me that she had plans or something like that. She had something to do because I wanted to hang out with her that day anyway. So I asked somebody else, and I was about to go to the movies with this girl, but somehow I guess she seen that I was about to go to the movies with some girl, so she snaps on me in my inbox.
I intercepted it. I didn't snap on it.
She snapped. She intercepted it.
I intercepted him dating another girl.
She got smart. He's like, well, why would you ask me, or why would you ask me to hang out if you were going to go to the movies with her? Da, 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 da.
Because I just felt like, why would you ask the same girl, like 2 different girls in the same day to go on the same date?
I had
Like, that was just a little suspect.
to hang out with you. We weren't dating or anything. I just had plans to hang out with you, to get to know you. But I don't know. I felt like she was still making an excuse. So I was like, all right, I'm gonna just go, hang out with this girl and, get to know her a little better. I wasn't planning on dating her. I was just getting to know her because she wanted to go. She was down to go to the movies. So I was like, all right, fine. But long story short, I was like, I'm not even gonna go. I'm gonna let y'all go because I was mad that she got mad at me. That's how you know. That's how you know that I was just like trying to literally get with her. Because I wouldn't have been mad if I wasn't. But that was.
Well, I mean, that goes both ways though. I liked you. I just didn't know if I was ready to be in a relationship again yet. But that doesn't mean that you ask another girl on the same date that we were supposed to go on. So of course I felt some type of way. And then he knows we're friends on Facebook. So then he knows I see his statuses and stuff. So why would he even post that?
I felt like she was looking too.
I don't remember if I was looking, but I might have been. But anyway, so finally, fast forward, come September, I finally decided I'm going to stop playing with him. I don't have any excuses to not go see him now. He ended up paying for an Uber for me to get over to his house. And we hung out at his house. So when I got there, keep in mind that he has a very big family, and I don't have as big of a family as he does. I didn't grow up in like a similar household to his family. His family is completely different than my family. So right before we walk in his front door, he's like, oh, by the way, my family's inside. So when he says my family's inside, I'm thinking, oh, maybe they're in their rooms or, No, we walk in the front door and his family's all there. His mom and dad are sitting at the table. His sister's on the couch. His brother comes out to see who I am.
Yeah, but in reality, I'm a shy person. I just, choose to be in my shell sometimes. And was looking for the right person to bring me out of my shell. And there she goes.
I don't know. I just thought it was kind of weird because I'm a very upfront person. I'm very confrontational. I'm very if I feel some type of way, I'm going to tell you how I feel. I tend to not hide my feelings. If you know me, you know that I don't hide my feelings at all, to be honest. So him sitting on the opposite end of the couch for me was like, okay, well, you like me, but you're acting like you've never seen a woman that you like before. And it was just awkward because I was like, well, at the time he was 23, so I was sitting here like a 23-year-old man who's never really, I don't know, I just felt awkward, y'all. So then eventually I decided to break that barrier and I moved a little bit closer to him, and then his mom suggested we play the Wii. Now,
icebreaker.
Yeah, an icebreaker. We played the Wii. It was fun. So we ended up playing with, it was me, him, and his sister, and his niece and nephew were there. But we had fun. We were just doing competitions on the Wii, like the Wii Sports and stuff. We played basketball and Just Dance. Yeah, that was fun.
That was the first game we played, and I knew right off the bat when we played Just Dance, I realized that she was competitive as heck.
I'm very competitive.
But so am I though. So it was trash talk, and I don't know. We started talking to each other at that time.
Yeah, and then to be honest, later on that night, we ended up watching movies. I think we watched the Friday movies because I had never seen Friday before.
Which is wild.
When it was wild is you never even you don't like KFC. That's wild to me.
Friday, y'all, all us black people know it's a classic. Even some white people know it's a classic.
I saw the other classic movies, just not Friday.
Friday is the whole 3 movies. All 3 movies are amazing.
And then I feel like we probably watched one more movie.
We watched all 3 of them. And that was it.
That's the only movie we watched.
Well, they last for a minute, so.
Well, on the last Friday, I ended up falling asleep right on the chair. And at this point, I feel like me and him were cuddling a little bit, and I fell asleep in his arms.
That was cute.
And to be honest, after that night, I never left fully. Like I always kept coming back. Like I would leave and then I like go to school and stuff, and then I find an excuse to come back and be like, oh, I'm bored. I miss you. Like, what are you doing?
She was hooked.
You were hooked too. You were hooked long before I was hooked.
She was hooked.
He was hooked.
And she
long
skipped
before I
some
was
part. She skipped the part.
hooked. What part did I skip?
That night, she was asleep on the couch with me. And I guess it was getting late, so I was like, well, let's go to the room. Let's go to the room. Long story short, y'all know. It's a story time. We supposed to be real with it.
Okay, fine.
They know what happened. It's all good. But yeah, after that, literally, I don't know. We spent days together,
Yeah.
waking up and going to sleep next to each other. So
And I like the feeling of waking up next to him. I was always happy waking up next to him. I still am.
yeah.
And then after that, some time went by. I ended up getting pregnant in, what was it, March, with our daughter.
Yeah.
I got pregnant around March with our daughter. Then, we got ready for our daughter and everything, and picked out names and everything else. And then,
We were supposed to tell them about how we felt, what made us fall in love with each other. Because we fell in love with each other.
way before this,
Way
yeah.
before that.
Well, for me, it was just, like I said, I liked waking up next to you and everything, and that kind of just made my feelings even more intense, because I like sleeping alone. I've always have. I don't like having boyfriends, really, because I feel like the boyfriends that I have had in my past, like, they just cramp my style, and they weren't for me. Like, I feel like God knew that they weren't for me, and that's why I got irritated with them so fast and everything. But no, I fell in love with him, I want to say, because there was a couple reasons. First was because he was just always there. Like, even before we were dating, him calling me, making sure I got on the bus safe and got to work and everything after I dissed him so many times. Like, I didn't even diss him that much. That was just a little rude to me, that's all. But he's always been there for me. He still does that to this day. He's just a gentleman in general. There's not many gentlemen left out here. Like, don't get me wrong, there's gentlemen left, but there's not a lot of gentlemen left. Like, there's not a lot of people who will hold your door open for you and make sure you get in the house safely, or make sure you eat, And so that was a big thing. I also fell in love with him because, like, his dreams and everything. Like, he had introduced me to certain sides of him that I had never met, like, anybody like him before. Like, with his rapping and him wanting to be in graphic design and all types of stuff. It just made me fall in love with him even more. So then when we did get pregnant, it was just like everything was completed. Our family was completed. Like, this is what I wanted in life. And then our beautiful daughter was born. And honestly, when she was born, I fell even more in love with him. Like, he was my person forever, and we got engaged. So we're getting married this year.
September 25th.
Yep, September 25th of this year. So I guess stay tuned. We got a vlog through it. We'll see. But yeah, that's why I fell in love with you. I don't know, you're just an amazing man overall. That's why. Why did you fall in love with me?
I fell in love with you because of that. It's like, I'm fine. No, honestly, I fell in love with you because, I don't know, it's like literally spending time, like a lot of time with one person, you learn to, well, one, you learn a lot about me. So I learned everything I like about her, some things I don't like about her, but I can, accept it as, we move on and into a relationship. I can accept it and live with it for life. So for life. But it's like, I don't know, she's like literally one of my best friends. Like, I realized that when we was hanging out a lot. Like, she makes me laugh, I make her laugh. We're like two goofballs together. Like, we laugh at the most randomest stuff. It's like how me and my brother laugh at the most randomest stuff. I had that bond with my brother. Now I have it with my fiance, my soon-to-be wife. That's crazy. Like, I never thought I would have that bond with anybody else. So we also like would stay up late talking about life, like our dreams and what we had planned for life, what we had planned for our family, houses, like what house we wanted, what honestly, like weird stuff, like what scares us the most, or what do we want to die, like that stuff, like those type of random situations, those type of random conversations I never had with anybody else but her. That's how I fell in love with her. It's like I can be myself around her. She literally brings out the best in me. Cause when I met her, she had her like life on point. With like she had schedules, alarms, all this that she needed. Like she had plans for everything. Every day, like she's a planner, a big planner, and it was like it gave me a different outlook on my life and where I was going, because it's like, okay, I don't plan nothing. I just roll with the punches. I let let things flow and see how things go. She was, once I seen her kind of like coming with all that different stuff and her different outlook on life, I'm like, okay, I need to sit back and try to plan some things, try to schedule some things and get some things in order, because sometimes, you know, it can be a mess. Things can be a mess. So I'm like, all right, I need to do things timely, in a timely manner, and time management, because that's what I was taught in school, and she literally had that down pat, for real. So I'm like, okay, I like this. This is where I want to be in life. Like, I feel like this is right. Plus, laying in bed, cuddling with her, looking into her eyes, and her smiling at me with her smile, her beautiful smile. It's like, yeah, I don't think I want to be with nobody. I know I don't want to be with nobody else but her. It just feels like this is the right person that I want to be with for the rest of my life. This is the girl God put on this earth for me. Like, I felt that in my head. Like, I felt that in my mind. I knew it in my heart. Like, okay, yeah. I don't want to go nowhere. I don't want this thing. I don't want to let her go. This is it. This is the true love. This is what they call love at first sight, basically. Right? That's literally why I fell in love with her.
But
it got all deep.
Yeah. Got me tearing up a little bit. But
sweating. Because one, if you know me, I don't know how to communicate my feelings well. Like, I don't know how to talk about things and communicate my feelings, because the words that I have in my head don't come out the way that I want them to. If you know what I mean. It's like, I have a thought in my head on how I'm going to say something, but when I bring it out, I stumble up on words and it just don't come out as perfect. And I have to think more on what I got to say. So when I say that I love this girl and I want to be with her for the rest of my life, I want to marry her, I want to be the guy that she's watching as she walks down that aisle towards me in September, I mean that from the bottom of my heart. That's my always and forever. But yeah, she knows how like goofy I am on a daily. Like, I'm always playing jokes or doing things with her, like acting like I'm play fighting, or saying like acting like I know what she's saying when she's whispering in my ear or when she's talking. It's just like she'll understand it. She smiles already towards me, so
she doesn't smile that much towards me.
She's getting there with her. She's smiles.
Getting there. I feel like at first when she was first born, she really was a daddy's girl through and through. She didn't want nothing to do with me unless it was time to eat. That's the only time she wanted me. But now that she's getting older, she's starting to want me more, a lot more. She's starting to become a lot more attached to me, so I'm happy about it.
Because she realizes mommy knows her needs. mommy knows what to do when I don't.
Yeah, like if you have a kid, you know, like when your baby's crying, there's certain cries that mean certain things. Like there's a cry that means they're hungry. There's a cry that means they need change. There's a cry that means that they need cuddles. And I feel like a lot of dads don't get to those cries. Like they don't understand the cries as well as moms do. But at the same time, you know, babies are literally a part of their mom. Like she was in my belly for 9 months, and she's literally a part of me. So I feel like sometimes moms, you know, just know what to do a little bit better than
They
dads.
get it.
Not all the time, yeah. But and then he gets certain things that I don't get with her. Like sometimes, like I can't calm her down, and then those times I can't calm her down, she'll look at him like reach toward him.
It's the daddy-daughter time. That's what.
Every morning he gets his daddy-daughter time. She loves it.
She loves to lay on me and we go to sleep together. It's just our thing.
But back to the story. So I guess I'm going to start from our baby shower. So we had our baby shower for our daughter in November 7th of 2020. She was born November 24th. But at our baby shower, I had one last gift, and it was a onesie, a newborn onesie that said, Mommy, will you marry my daddy? And then after I was done reading it, he was in front of me down on one knee with the ring, and he asked me to marry him. So that's how we got engaged in the first place. I wasn't expecting it because he always told me, like, I'm not going to propose to you at your baby shower. Like, that's corny to me. I want to do something different. And so at our baby shower, I really was not expecting him to propose to me at all.
It was a mind trick. I threw her off.
Yeah, because that last gift, it just, I was like, wow. And then I was in tears. I was shocked, and everything just was going through my head at the baby shower. It was wonderful.
And shout out to my family because they were in on the whole thing. Like, we were all in on it. So, like, not most of my family, my mom, my dad, and my brothers and sisters, they knew. They were in on it. And she was the one who didn't know. They had the ring there. I didn't have it in my pocket. So when I got there, my dad had it in his pocket. And when that last gift was about to be, like, gave to her, like, the gift before the gift I was going to give her. Before I gave her the onesie, there was a big gift that my family, my sister, I think, gave her with a whole bunch of baby clothes and a little beanbag chairs.
Matching beanbag chairs from
so
our daughter.
While she was looking at that, my dad and me walked to the bathroom. I even told her I was going to the bathroom. She didn't think nothing of it. So I walked to the bathroom. My dad exchanged the ring to me, and we walked back. I don't even think she was aware that, okay, he only went to the bathroom and he came back in like a second.
I was not.
I was like, okay, well.
At the baby shower, everything was going on. Like, at your first baby shower, you're just so excited, and you have all your family there to welcome, like, your baby in the world. And I just felt so happy that day. I wasn't worried about it.
There was a lot going on. We had the games, the little baby shower games, and it was fun.
Yeah, so I just wasn't paying attention to how quickly he went to the bathroom at all.
And it was crazy because once I got on my knee, I didn't even get to say the words, will you marry me? Because she knew exactly what it was. She knew.
And I just got too excited, and I was like, yes. And I started crying. But,
and I started crying too.
Yeah, we both were in tears.
It was emotional.
Our family.
Crazy thing is, it was so emotional because everybody else started crying.
Everybody.
My mom, my sister.
My mom.
Yeah, and like a lot of people were crying in that baby shower.
My little sister's mom. Everybody was crying.
It was emotional.
And honestly, I feel like it was just so emotional for me and you, because I feel like both of us never thought that we would get to that point with somebody. Like, we never thought that we'd be at the point to where, like, I would be getting married or he would be proposing to somebody.
And I didn't think, I don't know, our relationship had a bumpy road, and I didn't think that, like, I would be able to marry her. I didn't think I would be the one to, get on my one knee and propose to her. So once I was able to, that's when it, like, hit me. That's why I cried there. It was like, because I didn't think I was going to get there with her. I didn't think we were going to actually make it to engagement, but we did. And I wasn't even crying tears of sadness. It was tears of joy because it's like, we made it here. Treated my daughter right. I'm happy. I'm happy for both of y'all. So I'm like, wow. Okay.
Yeah.
I was scared for nothing. I was literally butthole puckered.
Yeah, it was a little gut wrenching, and I feel like I knew the day that he asked my dad to marry me though, because we had went over my parents' house for dinner, and then all of a sudden, him and my dad just went outside to have a conversation. And me being nosy, I really wanted to know what the conversation was about, but I decided not to get in their business. And my mom was distracting me. She told me to come help her in the kitchen, and she was making me run around the whole house while they were outside talking, just so I wouldn't go outside to hear what they were talking about.
That was great.
But like I said, everything was unexpected. I knew eventually that I at least I hoped eventually that we would get married. But I just didn't expect it during the time he did it. And so yeah, now we're getting married, and our daughter will be able to be in her wedding because she'll be old enough by then, and
it's going to be one big wedding. It's going to be...
Yeah, I think I have, 6 bridesmaids, and you have 6 groomsmen, right? Is it 6 or 7?
7 now.
7, yeah. And then we have a whole bunch of flower girls and a whole bunch of ring bearers.
Yeah,
it's a very big wedding.
It's going to be popping. Definitely popping, especially at the reception. We got a great DJ.
Great food.
We'll probably have a great caterer if things work out. The great cake and everything. It's just gonna be great. Everything, great decorations. I feel like we're going to go. My family's gonna go all out with this. So.
Oh yeah, for sure, and especially because I've been planning as a girl. I don't know about y'all, but as a girl, I've been planning my wedding since I was 14. I knew what type of dress I wanted to wear. I knew what colors I would want in my wedding, how I want my hair and stuff like that. And so planning actually has been pretty easy so far. It's just certain things that we've changed, and we had to agree on cake, and we're gonna have to agree on the icing on top of the cake because we like 2 different icings. I like buttercream, and he likes whipped cream for whatever reason. So we might have to do half and half, something like that. We'll figure it out. They're just wedding planning is a pain, but we're getting it done.
Mm-hmm. And it's not like I don't agree with some of the stuff or most of the stuff that she says she wants at the wedding. I agree. I'm pretty much the easiest going.
Pretty much let me get my way for the whole wedding.
As long as I get to look good, I'm fine.
Yeah, and then I actually go pick out my dress. I have my dress appointment booked for March 16th. I'm so excited to pick out my dress that I'm going to be walking down the aisle to say yes to the love of my life. I'm so excited. The dress shopping is one of the biggest moments for the bride. Mm-hmm. And I only plan on having one wedding, my whole life. So this is my big wedding. This is our big wedding, and that's how we feel. So I'm super excited, and I feel like we're both just excited going into this.
Yes.
So.
I can't wait.
I can't wait either.
Especially because it's going to be great for me because I'm getting married. I plan to get married in the church that I grew up in. My family, literally my mom and my grandpa and my nana literally had their weddings at that church.
And the funny thing is that my family actually attended that church when I was younger.
Yeah, so she's kind of...
So I'm pretty familiar with the church itself, which is crazy because we've kind of been around each other for a couple years and we just didn't know it.
It's
but
God kept us around each other.
Just didn't know yet.
Just didn't know it.
Well, yeah, but...
We probably even locked eyes with each other a couple times, but just never really...
put 2 and 2 together. We were young and we just didn't know.
Yeah, we were going through things in our life, and there was maybe a second where we thought, okay, she's cute, he's cute, or that might be the person I'm meant to be with, and then keep on walking.
Yeah, you just keep on walking. It happens a lot. But we ended up finding each other anyways, and then we realized that we have a lot of family that know each other and all types of stuff, and we just never really were around each other family wise. But yeah, we're just, our city's a small city, so everybody knows everybody pretty much. It's not as big as everybody makes it seem. It's really not. So it's just crazy that my family does know his family for the most part, and it's just, I don't know, that's wild to me.
It's also crazy that how fast my family took her in as one of their own.
They did. I feel like that first month, I was calling his mom after that first month because she told me to call her mom.
Mm-hmm. And she was talking about marriage already.
Yeah, like it's like she knew we were gonna end together and get married.
She knew we were in love with each other. She knew that there was definitely something between us that was going to be forever. Like.
But yeah, anyways, that's just a little bit of our love story for real.
Yeah.
How we met, us getting engaged and everything, our beautiful daughter. Like I said, we've been around each other our whole life, and I guess that's usually how true love is. It comes unexpected, and a lot of times people have known each other or they just don't expect it to be that person, you know? Mm-hmm. And turns out he was my person. But, anyways, I think that was it for our Valentine's Day video. We just wanted to give you a little bit of our love story for those of you who don't really know us that well. Now you do, a little bit better. So we hope you had a very safe and happy Valentine's Day, whether you stayed at home or you went out with your boyfriend or girlfriend or
sat at home on the couch watching one of your favorite movies.
Or went out with friends. We hope you had a very safe and healthy Valentine's Day. Please remember to wear masks and sanitize. And please remember to not go out if you're sick. It's not worth contaminating somebody else.
Yeah, but I feel like we're almost done with this COVID thing. It's almost over.
It's almost over, so keep it up. But yeah, I think that's our video for today. Please hit the like button, subscribe, and comment down below. Please comment any ideas that you want us to do because we're always looking for more video ideas to do. And
like
just
some pranks.
Yeah, some pranks. Definitely comment some pranks you want us to do. And just keep up with our channel. We're going to be doing a lot more videos now.
Yes. A lot more. We got big ideas, big things coming.
Very big things coming.
You might even see my own in here one of these videos one day.
Yeah, one day soon, yeah. My own is our daughter, for those of you who don't know. But I think that's the video.
Signing out. See ya. Pray to the Lord, He wipes away all my demons. So now a young nigga straight.